start off with an easy one. Just your overall thoughts on the upcoming season, key returners, some of the losses you had, how you kind of fill that void.
Yeah, first thing, I'm glad we're able to start here in November. That was such a different change for us last year, with practicing majority of the fall and then having to come back from Christmas break and get started in January. So the fact that we're going to be able to play basketball in November, December, that's huge. Gets us some back to some sense of normalcy. The guys that we lost from last year, we lost Blake Johnson, who's a senior from down at Whitfield, Dave Malamba, Liam Evans, and Seth Brown. All were important pieces of what we did last year. Seth started a handful of games for us there when we were without Ethan, and was very good in that backup role once Ethan got back healthy. Lee was a guy that could play different positions. Played him at the point a little bit during our West Liberty win there early in the season. Played at 3, played at 4. He's just a versatile guy that can do a lot of things. And then you lose 2 guys inside there with Dave and Liam that did a lot of things for you from a rebounding standpoint, just physical toughness. I mean, those were 4-year guys that you could rely on a daily basis. So hate to lose those guys, but it's part of college basketball, and like I said, we've filled those voids, I think, with guys that are looking to come in and take a step here and be productive for us. We scrimmaged the other night on Monday, and those inside guys did a very good job of rebounding the basketball, kind of filling those roles where we lost guys. And some of those guys that I'll mention are Daniel Rahama. Daniel came to us from Virginia State, grad transfer, has a ton of experience. He is the last time Virginia State played, which was about 2 years ago. They didn't play last year, so they didn't play. They made the regional of West Liberty, so he brings that experience to our program. Javon Layler is a guy that's kind of bounced around a little bit just with the junior college situation and COVID last year. But Javon is a high energy guy. Never has a bad day. Like I said, it's always stepping up to a challenge. Whatever we need him to do there. And then we have a freshman, Amari Smith. Amari comes to us from Huntington High here in West Virginia. I think Amari's got a high ceiling on where he could get to. He's only a freshman, so he's still making that adjustment from high school to the college game. But like all 3 of those guys at the 4 spot, it's been a competition here, and I can see some scenarios where we can play all 3 of them within that role. At the guard spots, we have Elijah Hill. It's another grad transfer. Came to us from Chewan. Another experienced guy that brings a ton of experience and a ton of basketball that he's played in his career. So that's definitely going to help us. Jaguar Jackson is another guy that came to us a semester last year, but took the second semester there to kind of get an understanding and feel how we do things within our program. And then we have Matt Weir, who ended up sitting out last year, that was hoping to get a waiver, unfortunately didn't. So he had to sit out, and he kind of took a coaching role with us. Like I said, we knew we weren't going to put him out on the court, so we put him in a coaching role, and he was good for Ethan and Seth to kind of pick their brains and see what they were seeing out there, what he was seeing, and just kind of the actions that we were running offensively is how we could get the ball going to the best people that we wanted to get it to. And then another one I'll mention, Darius Parga. Darius is a freshman from Columbus. Like I said, came to us here in the fall, was originally going to play football and decided he wanted to switch it over to the hoop side, so we're glad he made that decision. And I think Darius, along with Amari, our 2 freshmen there, that are going to get thrown to the fire here with college basketball, have tremendous upside. It's just a matter of figuring out, like I said, that day-to-day grind of being a college basketball player and putting yourself in that situation to be successful on an everyday basis. I mean, like I said, when you have Matt, who we said, was kind of in a coaching role that just naturally flows into being a leader, and that's, he's comfortable in that role because he's always been a point guard, and point guards kind of carry on that natural leadership position. I think Ethan, being in his third year now, he feels very comfortable with what we're doing. And like I said, so he's kind of increased his leadership a little bit. And then Brandon Kennedy, from the day he stepped in here as a freshman, you could see he was going to be in that leadership role just because he does everything that's asked of him to do the right way. So those three guys are, going to be our backcourt leaders, as you say there. And like I said, just each day, those three I can rely on, as we know those are everyday guys. They're going to bring it every day. I said they're going to do what we ask them to do. They're all three really, really high IQ kids, so when it gets to scout report stuff, they're able to not only go out and execute what we want to get done, but also relay that to the younger guys and some of the new guys of, here's how we do things, here's how we adjust, or how's how we have to be better at this. And like I said, that just all falls in that leadership component. Yeah, that's just a credit to the guys. We talk within our program all the time about grit. It's kind of become our mantra within our program. And like I said, within that, those guys buy into that. And when it gets to those close games, it gets to those tight situations, hopefully through practice, through preparation, we put them in those situations that they're not going to crack. And that's a credit to last year's team that to be in those situations and come out 7-1. That's really good. Like I said, this year's a new entity. We've got to continue to build that. You look at where we were on Monday and playing with grit. We were down 5 guards due to various situations, and we had guys step up and were able to go out and have a productive scrimmage and get a lot of things done. So it's just a thing that we talk about a lot in our program, and we've got to continue to build it and continue to be better at it. Yeah, like I said, that's kind of one of our recruiting pitches when we recruit young men is you're going to play in one of the best Division II leagues in the country. And every night there's going to be a guy across from it, it's a competitor that's going to make it very, very difficult to get wins. And, we try to, with our scrimmage schedule as well as our non-league, to help prepare our guys for that. With having a team that's relatively new, a lot of new guys coming in, they needed those experiences through scrimmages, through preseason to help prepare for that. IUP, we've gone up to that tournament now. I think it's the 3rd or 4th year. Obviously we didn't last year, COVID situation, but I think it's the 3rd year we've done it. It's always great competition to play IUP and UPJ. Two teams are always top in the PSAC. Coach Hone down at Bluefield State, we're going to play them twice. That style that they run, he brings that from Nova, playing at West Liberty, so he's going to bring that style. It's going to be good for us to go against that. And we're going to go up and play Gannon at the tournament at Gannon to be determined on that still. But we hope these preseason scrimmages and we hope these non-league games help prepare us because, again, every night is a battle in the Mountain East, and we've got to help prepare our guys for that.
It's only November, but is there something you see in this team that you guys have room to grow as the season goes from October to November to December, January, and then February, March?
Yeah, like I said, with having all these new guys, I knew that would be a bit of an adjustment for guys coming in because, like I said, we do play a little bit faster, a little bit up-tempo in our league compared to where these guys have come from. So I think we can, offensively, I think we'll see growth as we go through the year. I think this team has potentially very good defensively just because of our depth as well as our athleticism. I feel like we're a little bit more athletic than we were last year. It's everything's a work in progress. But I think defensively, it's where we hang our hat here in our program, and we're going to really emphasize that here in the fall. So I think offensively is where you'll see us grow kind of as we go through this and just see guys get more comfortable with how we do things offensively and how we want to play.